If you're moving to Alaska and trying to decide between buying new construction or a pre-existing home, this video is for you. I'm Kelsea Doucakis, the owner of Selling Alaska & Company, and my team has helped nearly 600 families move to and from Southcentral Alaska and Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. One of the questions I get asked often is, what is the difference between purchasing a pre-existing home or a new construction property, and is one more preferred over the other? Today, I'm breaking down the real pros and cons of both here in Alaska so you can make the right decision for your family. Let's start with pre-existing homes. There are usually a lot of opportunities here that oftentimes get overlooked. When you purchase a pre-existing home, you're typically getting a closer commute location. You'll find there are more existing homes in areas like Anchorage, Eagle River, and Chugiak. You usually get a more established neighborhood and oftentimes an area that resale and rentability remains very strong. Most of the time, it may have a fence or a shed or a patio, and the home may likely have more mature trees and landscaping. There's honestly no perfect situation, and some of the cons when purchasing a pre-existing home are you might have older systems. So an older roof, furnace, hot water heater, doors and windows, which could potentially need replacing sooner than you might like. Many of the pre-existing homes in Anchorage and Eagle River were built in the 80s and 90s, so you'll find in addition to the homes needing updating, they also may have layouts that feel more closed off compared to newer homes. One of the last things to be aware of is the cost of utilities. This is a big one. If you're purchasing an older home, it may not be very energy efficient, meaning your gas and electric bill could run very high, especially in winter months. Make sure during your due diligence period, you're calling the utility company to get the averages so you know what you're walking into. Now let's talk about new construction. First off, you're getting a brand new home that has had no previous owners, and that will likely be new with no wear and tear. The utilities are typically going to be lower because the home is 5-star or 5-star plus energy rated, meaning it is highly efficient. You'll also have new systems, so a brand new furnace, roof, water heater, which means not a lot of maintenance costs up front. And finally, the layout will likely be more open and the finishes will be modern and updated with today's trends. On paper, it sounds like a no-brainer, right? But here's what most agents won't tell you about new construction. In most price points, especially what I'd call more affordable new construction, you're typically going to be shopping in areas like Wasilla or Palmer. That means your commute, especially if you're going to Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson or Anchorage, can be significantly longer. Another big one, new construction usually does not come with landscaping. You're going to get final grade, which is a mix of dirt, rocks, and sticks, or whatever was left on the lot. So no grass, no trees, or plants for landscaping. You also won't get a fence, a shed, and normally the homes are built with a very small deck, if included at all. Sometimes you'll also get a paved driveway, sometimes you won't. It really depends on the builder and the location of the home. And don't forget all of the little things, window coverings, a refrigerator, and a washer and dryer. They add up quickly and are not included in new construction homes here in Alaska. Now that we've broken down the pros and cons of both pre-existing homes and new construction, let me share one more thing with you. The decision of which to go with is not just about the home itself, it's actually about your lifestyle. If you're working in Anchorage or at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson and you're okay with a longer commute and want something brand new, new construction could make sense. If you value location, convenience, and having everything done already, a pre-existing home might be the better fit. If you're PCSing to Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson and trying to figure out what makes the most sense for your situation, we can definitely help. My team can walk you through all of this, help you weigh your options, and make sure you're making a decision that actually works for your life, not just what looks good online. So if you're planning a move to Alaska, reach out. We'd absolutely love to help. I'm Kelsea Doucakis with Selling Alaska & Company, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video. We'll see you next time.